Yes, I'm good. Thank you. What about you? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So, okay. So, as usual, shall we go for writing first? Oh, so, I've got some of the questions here. Now, today I am going to ask you questions in conditional sentence. Okay. So, you have to write. Okay, my question is, if you had one wish, what would it be? This is the question. So this is conditional as well as this is past conditional. If you had one wish, what would it be? So answer it and what is? If I had one wish, I would go to my childhood days and spend time with my parents. Or you can say I would like to go in my childhood. I would like to go into.
Okay.
I would like to go into. Go to means actually when you go to a place. But this is something where you want to go in. Getting my point? Like I want to go to Mumbai, I want to go to Hyderabad, but this is not a place. This is something where you want to go in. I would like to go into my childhood. There is no need to write days. Into childhood. To spend time with my parents. Yes, good answer. So you would like to be a child again. This is your wish. I think everybody wants to go back into his or her childhood. Okay. So next, I must go to next. If you were rich, of course you are rich, but still I am asking that. If you were, richer, you are a rich man, everybody is a rich man. That is the feeling actually we have. That as I told you, always I say when I go to sleep, now king is sleeping, don't make a noise. So it is like that. So it should be like that. If you were richer, what would you do? This is my question. If I were richer, I would like to open old age farms and educational institutes. You can say open old age houses, or you can say old age building or something like organization.
Yeah.
Organization and educational institutes for the old people.
Yeah.
It's good thinking because some of the I've seen lot of people here in my city also. Means the people, their sons or daughter, once they go out of the home for earning, they leave their old parents here. They don't take their parents with them, and I don't like this at all. You may be anywhere, but you should keep your means. Of course, I am not talking about you because you are out of country. But the people who are in the same country, they are working in some other city. They, in the beginning, it may be a problem, but if they have mind uh, to keep their parents with them, they can make some arrangements to keep them with them because. Uh, they are old people I've seen here. They call me, what are you doing? Please come bring fruits for us. Please bring vegetable for. They are 90, 92, 94 years old and they are living alone in my city, and their sons, they are very rich and they are staying in Delhi, New Delhi. Well, I don't like them. So, if we have that kind of thinking for the parents to keep them with us, we don't need to open such things. Actually, I tell you the real incident. One day, Gandhiji was invited to inaugurate that old age home. The Gandhiji denied that he wouldn't go to inaugurate. Then when he was asked, or having been asked, then why he wouldn't like to go there to inaugurate, he answered that he would come to stop functioning of such things if it is possible. So a very deep message was there in his answer. That is real incident I read in one book. Well, next question.
I know. I mean, where he is coming. I mean, what is his intention and what, but the things are not in our place. I mean, we have
No. Your answer is perfect. I am not talking about your answer here.
even Gandhiji's answer also. I mean, I understand, but I mean, his mindset and what he's doing.
But things cannot go with our wish. You are right. Well, let me ask you some more questions. Okay, so I think this is the question. It is not for you, but still I ask you, what do you think about that practice? Have you ever wanted to get a tattoo or piercing?
No, not really. I'm not that kind of person. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I know that question is not.
Again, I mean, I'm not denying, I'm not against to that one. I mean, it depends on the person to person vary. It's their wish. We cannot comment on those.
No, write the same answer. Yes. Write the same answer. Why you don't like this, or whatever you want to speak, it should be in written. It should be in black and white. I don't like to get tattoo or piercing. Also, I am not against. Against. Okay. Also, here it should be either. Right? Getting my point? Either I am not against to, there is no need to write to, against the people. Against the people who have or who want to have these things, or who want to go for, huh?
After full stop period, you want me to write that one?
Also, yeah, instead of also, it should be either. I am not against to the people who have such things. Okay.
1 second, I want to correct you.
Because first sentence is negative and second is also in negative, that should be either.
Either I am not against to the people who have.
Against the people, not to.
Okay, against, I mean,
Against,
not
against the people who have such things, or who are involved, or who have such practices. Means getting tattoo and all.
got it.
Yes. Against the people. Yes. Okay. Next. Okay, so have you ever laughed so much that it made you cry? Has it ever happened with you? Yes, I have such situation when I spend time with my friends and at the time of watching comedy movies. Okay, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever read any book that changed your life? You don't read books, okay, but there is some impact from movies. So you think that sometimes the movies bring some changes to the people's life?
It's totally because it's a person to person varies, and some situations what happens like we correlate with our lives, right? The life system. So what happens? We connect more with those incidents or like movies, what they are showing. In that scenario, what happens? Some of the things like in movie, what happens? They show like negative side and positive side and how they dealt with that situations and overcome the situations. Some of the things. Hello.
Yes, yes.
So, I'm not saying like it completely changes the lives of the people, but it's a, again, the human life is like it's a learning process. So, some people they learn from the books, or some people learn from some, by seeing the personalities, whoever is there, and some people they learn from some kind of any activity. I mean to say positive ways. Some people they take it like the negative things also. That some people they follow those things and negatively also. For example, like some crime movies, there some of the people they learn how the techniques and because that is negative way. Some people they learn like some of the good things like by seeing some movies. It's again depends on the person to person vary, but again, yes, for me, yes, there is something value.
But I would like to suggest you
Okay,
a book.
okay,
If you get time, you can read and you can buy it from internet also. It is
okay,
international author David J. Swart, and the book is in almost all the languages in India or in the world.
Could you cite that one, please?
Yes, the English name of that book is The Magic of Thinking Big.
Okay,
It's a very nice, and it is
who is the author? Please, write the
David
author.
J. Swart. David, Mr. David David J. Schwartz. This is the author.
Okay.
But this book is really, that book is available in almost all the countries, and it was published in almost all the languages of the world.
Yeah, some of my friends also, they read almost every day. Some
No, I am not asking you to read all the books. There are a lot of I have got,
no.
but
Just I'm telling you because it's like the interest and the habit of the people, they go with that. But for me, like, I don't know why. I mean, from childhood also, I don't read, I mean, books, but I work things, I mean, visuality, you know what I'm saying? That impacts more than reading the books.
but I am telling you the main characteristics of this book,
Okay.
because this is not like ordinary books that somebody came and started writing and all. Actually, the author himself took 23 years. The author himself took 23 years to write that book.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, he actually when that book was published, and when he started writing, he was in the habit of writing his diary every day
Oh, okay.
since his childhood. That was not a book. So what he did, he was in the habit of writing each and every activity of his day into the diary. So when it was many diaries, when he was just 30-year-old or something like 35-year-old, so somebody actually read all these diaries, and he suggested him to get it published.
Okay, got
Then he edited. So that actually it is the whole life experiences of uh, means this is his life experiences, and it taught you, actually I must say, teaches you lot of things.
Yeah, actually, I downloaded just now the book.
You have downloaded?
Yeah, PDF.
Very
Yeah,
good.
PDF. 318 pages are there.
318.
18.
You must read it. It is just like a holy book. But don't read it in a sitting. Read first page, that's all.
Okay.
And don't read it continuously, that I am telling you. Otherwise, it is of no use.
There are like 13 chapters it seems in the book.
Yeah.
First one is believe you can succeed and you will. That is
Actually, he has given the live examples.
okay.
That he went there.
Book, right?
No, he has written, he has given the example that he went to the petrol pump and he wanted to have some petrol. So that happened. So he realized that why it happened. So it is really very good and interesting. You will learn a lot of things.
My question is, okay, I understand that, but my question is, this is the book, right? You are referring 13 chapters are there.
First one is first chapter.
First chapter is believe you can succeed and you will win.
And second,
Cure yourself of executing the failure disease.
Actually, I was looking for that book, but I am not getting because I already have this. No problem. Second one is
Uh,
second chapter.
Second one is cure yourself of excusities, the failure disease. Third one is build confidence and destroy fear. Fourth one is how to think big. Fifth one is how to think and dream creatively. You are what you think you are. Manage your environment. Go first class.
The author is David J. Schwartz.
Yes.
Then it is the same book. And the title, The Magic of Thinking Big. Yes, this is the same book.
Yes.
Read first, only 2 pages in a day.
Okay.
Not more than that.
What he is saying in first page, for David 3, our 6-year-old son David felt mighty big when he was graduated from kindergarten. I asked him what he plans to be when he finishes growing up. David looked at me intently for a moment and then answered, Dad, I want to be a professor.
Or we can do one thing, we can read it here also. If you paste some paragraph here, we can read it here and we can discuss. So it may be a reading chapter also. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and one more book is also very important, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know?
I think 6 million books sold this book.
And this one is also very...
But here is the thing. Okay. In some books, okay, this book has only 147 pages. I downloaded the book.
And this...
The magic of the think quick. Yeah, this is the one I think. That's fine. The true secret of success, how to earn more, lead fearlessly, and live a happier life. That is the... Okay.
And this one also, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Dad and Poor Dad.
Yes, Garib Father, Garib Papa, and
Yeah, I know.
Robert T. Kiyosaki, the author.
Yeah, please write down the name so that.
Robert T. Kiyosaki. He is from Japan, I think. I don't know. I don't know exactly where he is from. This is the author. Well, so you find it and you start reading only 1 or 2 pages every day. You and try to use them in your life, and you will see a great change. Really, lot of books are there actually. I read and I like 1 Minute Manager, 1 Minute Manager. Lot of things are to be learned. Well, let's go to another question. Okay.
All these books, we can find all these books in the internet itself, PDFs. Just we can download all these things.
Okay, let me ask you some more questions. Okay, how do you deal with stress? Means
Got it.
if you are in some depression or stress, so how do you deal? What do you do? Or if you want to suggest someone to come out of this stress, what would you like to suggest?
It's not solution or anything. For me, it worked.
Okay.
Okay. So, these are the two things I do.
I watch comedy movies. I do meditation. That is very specific answer. You know, means
Okay.
yes, you do watch movies, comedy movies, or you do meditation. It's okay, but it is a prolonged stress. Sometimes you have a stress for a moment, or it is not me. It is like we say acute disease. Sometimes we say acute means at a time we have, sometimes we say like acute pain, or sometimes it is pain for a long time. So if it is a stress for a long time, how you deal with it? It's okay if today you are not in a mood to talk to anybody, you go to your room and start watching comedy movies. It's okay, but something big stress is to be dealt.
Normally, yeah, I mean, these are the things normally I do. Normally, I don't get like that, but even that is the case, uh, yeah, I mean, try to do whatever I do here, like other than this,
Means you try to
and
spend.
again, what already I told you, right? Probably, I'm like a very positive person. So what happens? In some cases, it's not in our hand. Anything. Okay, some of the things.
I do
Example,
agree. I do agree that things are not in our
in that
control.
in that situation, what happens? Like try to overcome those situations.
How?
Like that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
How means already I wrote you right. Like I mean, uh, and also like I don't keep it like in my mind for a long time. Anything. I don't get that kind of situation. I mean, till now, by God's grace, yes. One time I had that situation when my mother passed away, but that time also, as I said, so, I mean, slowly we have to get back to our lives, right? So, I mean, we cannot change that one, right? Because once even if I sit idle and went into the depression or stress or anything, I mean, I cannot bring back my mother. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, anything. I mean, say it is easy, I know, but I mean, we have to live somehow.
Yes, or in some other words, you can say actually, time is a very good healer.
Yes,
So, by the time, actually, everything, or it may be anything, a problem or whatever, it goes away.
yes,
And but sometimes, when the situation is not in our control, that time what we should do, what I think actually, instead of focusing on it, forget it for some time, because everything gets matured. And when everything, whether it is a problem, it is a happiness, or whatever it is, it gets matured and it goes away, or it is dead. If you are happy, you may not be happy for a long time. If you are sad, you may not be sad, or definitely you are not going to be sad for a long time. So why to worry? So why to worry? Forget it for some time. Keep yourself busy in some other activities. Anyhow means pass the time. Not by focusing on that, by focusing on some other activities. That is the thing to reduce the stress, I think. Or sometimes if it is really very, very big, then you have to think yourself. Just close your eyes, think why I am worried. If you get the answer, then try to think that whether or you can say if I have any solution for it, then do it. If you have no solution, then forget it. Leave it to the God. Are you miss everything is in His control? If it is not in your control, then why to worry?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you elaborated the things, but whatever I wrote is also same thing, but you elaborated those things. Like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, by watching the movies, like the movies or whatever, that gives like a relief. And, I mean, it's passing the time itself, and like at that time, what happens, whatever I wrote here, I mean, the problem will not come to in our mind again. That time, I mean to say. That's how you can reduce the intensity of that one at that moment.
Passing the time
Yes.
by not focusing on that problem.
Yes, definitely. That is
Yes.
what. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who was your best teacher in your school time? I think every child remembers his or her childhood teacher, best teacher. So, do you remember any of your best teachers in your school? Maybe maths teacher, maybe science teacher, maybe.
Yeah, again, it's not a one person, Subodhji, but again, yes. I mean, even today also I remember those teachers, not teachers, even lecturers also, things like college. Uh, Not engineering lecturers, but up to intermediate lecturers, yes, I do. I mean, I do remember engineering lecturers also, not that much. Most, I mean, people they think about like the school age teachers most of the time. After that, college level, but yeah, I do. So from my principal to math teacher, English teacher, and science teacher, and Hindi teacher. So Telugu teacher, social teacher, not one specific, but maybe I like mathematics, maybe a little bit more the subject wise, but not like the differentiation between the teachers. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that mathematics more, so maybe I say like, okay, mathematics teacher is more bad. That doesn't mean like the other teachers are not. But I do.
Okay, did you have that kind of feeling in your childhood that or you had a teacher, a lady teacher in your school, and you thought that time you would get married with that teacher when you grew up? Did you have that kind of feeling? Because
I understand your question, but I never have that feeling. On teachers, especially. Even uh, students also, I never had that feeling. I mean, my friends, I need to say. But I like the way how rich, and that is different.
Actually, that is very innocent feeling, you know.
Yeah, because
Because,
that's what I told you, right? That is my wish now. If I mean, have the chance, because that age, what happens, like they don't think about other things. I mean, earning the money, a family, I mean, other things, I mean to say. Only their focus is like just go to school, study, and playing with friends, and nothing else. I mean to say, even any student up to like 10th, or, I mean, 10th, 10th class, I mean to say.
but these days, children start means thinking all these things from fifth standard.
Yeah, I mean, again, Subodhji, example, I mean, I'm computer engineering, right? Okay? So, first time I saw like computer in my, I mean, at the age of like 17, 18 years old. And also, like the small in the room, there are like 10, 15 lab, in the lab, engineering college, 10, 15 computers are there, I mean, there. And I see only those things and limited access. And, I mean, but nowadays, I mean, my daughter here in first grade or second grade, she used to have like the Apple laptop. In school, each student, you know what I'm saying? That is government school, I mean to say, not private schools. So that, I mean, the awareness and I mean, based on that only their mindset, right? About it. I mean, again, it's both ways. It's a positive and negative because I feel like the innocence should be there up to like 10 or 12 years or like whatever.
Hmm.
Maybe my answers are not satisfying you, but
No, 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 no,
no, my mindset is like that. That's it. Whatever
no,
I
no, no.
feel
It
like.
is not the matter. I am not thinking that. I am thinking that instead of writing, you are speaking.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
I
Okay,
thought that I means I expect you to write.
okay, okay.
Yes,
Got it.
because okay, no problem. From next question, you may write. Hmm.
Uh, yeah, we'll do only one session today, Subodhi.
Okay. So today, okay, let me ask you. Okay, so are you very much careful of what you are eating, whether it is means regarding calories, means like the most of the people were very much aware of the calories that they should take that much calorie only in a day. So are you that much aware or what you do? Mean you have been
Yes.
I've been watching means I've been watching calories. What
I
does
mean, following that one, like in my diet, maintaining, I mean to say.
means you have been maintaining, you want to say
Yes,
you have
yes,
been maintaining calories
yes.
since because
Because
as you reduced
earlier,
you reduced your tummy.
yes,
You told me
yes,
that last time.
yes.
So you are very much careful about taking calories that you should take that much. You know, actually,
Yeah,
a man must have what I know that if you are means 1 kg into 24 calories, that is the total calories diet that a person should take weight into 24. These many calories in a day to maintain the total weight he has that time. Suppose you are 70 and you want to maintain 70, then 70 into 24, that should be your calories in a day.
understood.
But if you want to, if suppose a person who is 100 kg and if he is taking 100 into 24, 2400 calories every day, he will be 100 kg all the time. But if he wants to reduce, he can reduce 500 calories, not less than that. And by taking exercise and by taking less calories, not that much less or not less than 500 out of means 20% of that can be reduced, not more than that, otherwise the person may feel weakness. Suppose you are taking like suppose if you are 70 17 to 24, but you can reduce 300 kg, oh sorry 300 calories to reduce weight if you want to according to your height.
Understood.
Yeah.
But I mean, because of the corona, again, I told you, right? It's completely changed my diet plan and daily routine also. Um, Doing exercise and
But I think in India, the people, some of the people, they are very much worried. But if you go to village, you know, in India, the all you know the people sent sadhu log,
mm,
sadhu log, the baba log.
mm,
They never use mask and all. And you won't believe, I never use mask. I have never used mask. I don't want to use mask. Even I can't use mask
got it.
because I cannot breathe properly if I use even my hanky to cover up my. I never use. But here, some of the states they have made the law that if you are not using, in US I think there is no compulsion you have to use mask.
Mm, mm,
Donald Trump is the, I think he is a very good president. I like him.
mm.
Really, he is actually a good person, but people, you know, the other governors of the states, they are not supporting him. This is the problem. They are in the favor of WHO, but he is not in favor of WHO. I really like Donald Trump.
Mm.
I think he is a good man. So I don't know whether he is going to be elected again next time or not, but he is, I think, better than Obama. I think. I may be wrong because I am not the citizen
No,
of
no,
US,
again,
but this
again,
is my
again,
thinking. What I
again,
hmm,
Subodhi, I'm not laughing because, I mean, what I feel, end of the day, how much they are doing for the people.
That is different thing, but
How
it's
much, how much, whatever the plans or whatever the things they are doing, how much it is giving like the people.
I know, but still you have
But
to choose the less worse.
and the policies, I mean, uh, it's their personal things. Uh, what we call they project, right? Subodhi. Suppose if you are the president, example, okay, you come up with the plans based on your mindset, right? Because you have some vision. Okay, if I'm the, I mean, okay, I have to do this, like this,
It's
right?
really a very good point.
Okay, so what happens in that scenario? Again, anywhere we get like some likes and dislikes and favorable persons or opposite persons. That's different. I'm not saying. But if you, I don't know whether you heard the person in Andhra Pradesh, current CM, Jagan Mohan Reddy. Uh, his father was Dr. Y. Rajshekar Reddy from Congress. What he did, वो बोलता ना हम कांग्रेस डूब में गया आंध्रा में that time because of like the Telugu party. I think you heard the name.
I know all these.
That guy Chandrababu Naidu.
Chandrababu Naidu is a complete failure person there.
And Nandamuri Tarak, who was the founder and he was a legendary actor like in Raj Kapoor and Dilip Kumar. More than that. And Andhra, I mean to say. Okay. So what happened at that time also, Rajshekar Reddy was very strong person and he come up with the plan and even all the party people, they were against him and they complained to higher members like Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi and that time, I mean to say. But he said, completely my responsibility and I will bring Congress party into power. He did like almost six. I mean, I don't know exact number, but 7,000 kilometers by walk. And he went all the villages and gather the information. By seeing that, they gave the power 2 times. What happened when he was going to that Ratsapanda program? He died because of some technicality issues in that helicopter and he died. Okay, then what happened? Why I am telling the background? Because I want to tell about this person, the current person, more than, yes, no doubt, even 100 years also, everybody remembers Rajshekar Reddy in Andhra Pradesh because he did like that. But why I am telling this guy, he is very young, 45 years or 44 years. That guy. After his father's death, what happened? There are so many deaths in Andhra because of that. They were not able to digest Rajshekar Reddy's death. The poor people, farmers, everybody. So many hundreds of people died because of like
Shock.
whatever shock. Even I mean years, but I did not eat like almost 2-3 days properly because
He was a good man. He wanted to do something for the people.
he did it. He did it. Not like talking person. But what happened? This guy and family, okay, I mean, the high command, what they did, these guys requested to high command saying like, okay, we want to do some kind of padayatra, go to like villages
Yes, yes.
and tell the people and like who died and we want to do something for them and what they did, they denied that. Actually, that time only he was CM candidate actually. CM qualities candidate, I mean to say. But they did not do that. For that also they agreed.